Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you got my notification. I am having to, I don't know, I'm working with Facebook support to see what's going on with it. I've been using my other notification system though in the meantime. So hopefully you're getting it. Let me set up my keyword. Keyword tonight is going to be sweet. And here we go. All right. So I have this shiplap board. Okay, this is a new cutout that I just posted on my Etsy today. And if you're not in my cutout group, you want to join that. It is PB Home Decor and More. It is a group here on Facebook. I post all my cutouts there, like as soon as I post them on my Etsy site. So you'll be the first to know that new stuff is up. All right, so oh, no. I have this gray, this is Sandcastle, Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. Let's see if I can open it. Alright, it's kind of a, I don't know, it's like a grayish, brownish gray color. So I'm going to paint my background of my shiplap sign with this color. This paint's a little bit thick, but it'll do. Hi, Steph. How are you? Hi, Sandra. Welcome. My day was great. It was a productive day once again at work, and it was an easy one. Thank goodness. I need some of those in my life every now and then with the hectic life I seem to be living these days. So everything's good. Tomorrow's Friday. Y'all, it's been storming here. It finally stopped this afternoon. Thank God. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hey, Lisa. Welcome. It was storming here for like 2 days straight. And I'm talking like thunderstorms and loud, scary rain. Like scary sounding rain. I love rainstorms. Now that I'm back in Texas, I'm not nearly as afraid, because in Tennessee, we lived in this house that was like a pier and beam house, and it freaked me out real bad. Hi, Amy. Hey, Brooke. Really bad. Every time that it would storm really, and the wind, I think it was the wind most of all, would blow so hard. Oh, you know what? I have some stick fast. That'll work. The wind would blow so hard, and it would just freak me out. And every single time it stormed, we would have tornado warnings, which I've never been afraid of tornadoes until I lived in a pier and beam house, and I felt like I could just be picked up and blown away at any old time. So, yeah, I do enjoy them now. And it helps also that I work from home, because I don't really have to get out in it as much. Although, I don't know if I told y'all, but not this past time, but the time before, whenever I went to New Orleans for work, I got caught in this thunderstorm and running to my car from the refinery. So I work, whenever I'm there, there's a couple different places that I usually end up. And this time I was at this refinery that we own, my company owns, and sorry, I'm trying to stick that in the water over there. Let me put a little bit more water in that. Anyway, I'm at this refinery, and to get to my car, I had to go out of the door and over to the little guard shack, pick up my ID, and turn in my badge that I had borrowed, and then go out to my car from there. So it's like a, I don't know, half mile or something. It's not that long, but this is espresso. This is Bella acrylic paint. I don't know the brand. All I know is that it's called espresso. It's just brown. Okay. Anywho, so it's probably a quarter mile, but I have to stop. I can't just take a run for it. And it's all gated in, right? So it's probably longer than that, and it's storming so bad. Y'all, I was soaked to the bone, okay? I'm telling you, I put on my jacket thinking I have this, like, one of those, like, dry fit jackets that's, like, kind of, it's not waterproof, okay? But it feels like it might help in the rain. It didn't help at all, okay? I was soaked all the way through, so bad that luckily they had given me a shirt at the refinery, like with my company name on it. So I get to my car and I'm drenched, okay? My hair is like totally wet. Everything that I'm wearing is wet. My jeans are soaked all the way through to my underwear. Okay, hi Shirley, how are you? I know this is TMI, but that's okay. So I'm completely soaked through. So I get to my car and I change my shirt in the car. Okay, that's how wet I was. At work, at the, like basically at my office that I work at, where there are people that I know. I took off my top and changed my shirt in the car. Hey Donna, how are you, love? Oh, let me make sure that, oops, okay, it's working. All right, good. Anywho, so then I had a rental car. So I proceed to go to the airport, or I need to go to the airport to turn in the car and actually pick up a different one because I had decided to drive home instead of fly because my flight got canceled. Hi, Stephanie. Anywho, so I have to go get gas in this rental car. Get out of the rental car, and y'all, I get soaked again. The new shirt that I just put on, soaked through. I mean, I could not catch a break on this trip that I was on, okay? It was terrible. I got soaked twice, and then I get to the airport, and I have to return this car, and the girl is like, hey, how are you, whenever I'm returning the car? I'm soaked, okay? I'm like, I'm very wet. So luckily, I always take at least one change of clothes with me on trips. Even if I'm going to be there one day, I take like 3 days worth of clothes. Because I know that if I don't, something like that's going to happen and I'm not going to have clothes. And so luckily I had an extra change of clothes with me, and I went in the bathroom at the rental car return place and changed my clothes in the bathroom and put on dry clothes. But like, I mean, I'm telling you, I was soaked all the way through. Everything I was wearing was soaking wet. Hi, Wanda. So anyway, that's the kind of rain that we've been getting these days around here, and it's been raining like that for 2 days. Storming, like flooding, all kinds of stuff here in the Houston area. Luckily, I don't have to go out in it. And Ivy was home today too, so she didn't have to go out in it, thank God. Chris did, but he's got a company work truck. It's high up. Hi, Joanne. Yay! Hopefully everything's good with it. Yeah, so the rain's been nuts. It's been terrible. The dogs, both soaking wet. Today, Ivy's dog got a bath 2 times. Okay, because she got soaked and then re-soaked. And Dozer is a mess anyways. He's been dried off multiple times today too. His hair, he's difficult to bathe, and I'm not putting him in my bathtub because he's crazy. And my shower's too small to contain him. So I just had to dry him off with a towel. Yes, no problem. Absolutely. Happy to do it. Glad that worked out for you. So anyways, yeah, it's been a little bit hectic around here the last couple of days with it raining like this. Hopefully we're through it now. But, y'all, this is the first time it's really, really rained like this. Well, maybe not. It's the first time that I can recall that I've been home that it's rained like this for nonstop and it started to flood everywhere. Our ditch did not fill up. Our front yard did not fill up. We did not get any high water in our yard. So I call that a win because it floods really bad here in Houston. And it's hard to find a house that's not... And it won't be even technically in a flood zone, but you'll still flood. So that was lucky. At my old house in Cypress, whenever I lived here before I moved to Tennessee, it would rain so hard that the streets would fill up and we could go ride kayaks in the yard. Okay. If you can imagine a boat working in the street, that was us. Okay. So I'm just finishing drying this really fast. This is my shiplap sign. It's like 8 by 16, I think is the measurements. And of course, I've got wet paint on the edge that I just got on myself, so I need to clean that up. I still have this brown paint sitting out here, and we're going to use that, I think, with this brush right here to kind of rough this up just a little bit, okay? So let me do that, and then I gotta get this wet paint off of here. It's right on the edge. I just went over too far, as I do. I always do this for some reason, and I never learn from my mistakes. So that's my toxic trait, I guess. So I just have a dry paintbrush, and I'm gonna just take this dry paintbrush, oh goodness, and not do that with it, but I'm gonna take it. Oh, you know what? I have this bowl right here that I used earlier for my tools to bring them back in here after I washed them. I finally washed them. So I'm just tapping off my paint, okay, to where it's not a whole bunch of paint. And then I'm going to just dry brush a little bit of paint. And like, I'm pulling it back off of here to get more, okay? I'm taking my brush like this, like thin ways, okay? And just kind of painting just a little bit on from the brown, okay? I just don't want it to be perfect gray, like, that's no fun, you know? And I love a good distressing, so just all over the board. And it doesn't have to be perfect or anything. A little bit more in some places, less in others, you know? All right. Just like that, okay? Literally nothing to it. No rhyme or reason to my painting here. Just give it a little bit of kind of depth, I guess. And then I can put that back in there. So, oh darn it, I should have done it on this too, but I do have, let me see. I put my brush away too soon, but just do it on these parts too, okay? With my little makeup sponge. All right, nothing special there either. All right, now I have these. So we have these little round things, and if you look, let me see if I can show you on this part of the board, it's scored, okay? So it shows you exactly where these need to go. I'm going to use Stick Fast, which I have Stick Fast in my Amazon link. Whenever you comment the keyword, you can go on there. Look at the bottom of the message. You'll see my Amazon. And I have this saved in there. I love this stuff. It takes a second to really take hold, but it does stick really good. It dries clear. It is extremely sticky, a little bit smelly. Don't be huffing it, okay? But it holds really good. So I like it. Now we're going to get to the actual project. The reason I invited you all here today. I'm going to let this just sit over here for a second at the top of my desk and cure all the way. Now, I have my board all painted up. This is the transfer we're going to use. This is the watermelons. It's Oh So Sweet is the transfer name. Again, you can comment sweet to get the link to get this whole project, the cutouts, and the product link, the top product link, okay? Don't forget, too, today I posted on my page, I am doing an art contest, okay? So, I don't know. The colors look like, it just says stickfast.com, so I don't know. The colors, it looks sort of like Elmer's colors. Hi, Deborah. How are you, love? So anyways, I can send you the link to it, Rainey. If you send me a message or remind me, I'll send you a link to that. So, yeah, I'm doing an art contest on my page, so I want you to go on that post. Post on there one of your projects. I don't care what it is, okay? And we will pick multiple winners. I'll pick them on the 7th. So that gives you 5 days. If you haven't created something lately to create and share it on there, I'm going to pick multiple winners. You'll win a $10 gift card to my Etsy shop, okay? So that you can go on there and get $10 free. And I am planning on picking multiple people. So make sure you enter. Now I'm fuzzing this. I did pull this off. I'm putting it on my fuzzing cloth just like this. And I'm pulling either side. Okay. Alright, here we go. Now, I'm going to try and not stick this to itself. So I'm going to line up my board, well, and then we're going to just lay this out, make sure that it's, okay, that's not how I wanted to do that. It was supposed to be much more satisfying than that, but it's fine. Everything's fine. How many times do I gotta tell y'all? I don't know what I'm doing either. So if you feel like you're lost, just know I don't have a clue either. Okay? Now I want this to hang over a little bit. And some of the watermelons are gonna hang over. That's totally cool. No problem. Okay? Yes, 1 entry only per person, please. Alright, here we go. I feel something underneath this. Oh. So, you might want to, I'm seeing now that I probably should have lightly sanded my board after I painted it. Okay, but I didn't, so that would be something that I would do next time. Lightly sand the board before you start putting on your transfer. It'll make sure it's really smooth and you don't have any paint sticking up. That's going to cause you an issue, okay? Push this down really well. I know, I love this one too. And we're going to begin at the beginning, okay? Let me see if I can pick this whole thing up. Now, it's part of the transfer stuck to my glass mat, so that's kind of difficult. But let me, here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it there so that it's stuck to my fuzzing cloth. That way y'all can see the top. So I have this kind of hanging off. Can I show you? Let me see. Sorry. Okay. See how like it's sort of hanging off up here? That's fine. We're good with that. Okay. So I'm going to just set it right there so that it's not sticking. And then that way I can move it around a little bit easier. And I don't have to fight with it. Now I have Meadow paste here. We're going to start with Meadow. We're going to go down the transfer and we're going to have to do paste and peel here. Okay, so we want to take it easy, take it slow. We'll start with this watermelon up here. And as we put paste down, we're going to pull up the transfer and let it rest, okay? So that first one's good. And I'm just going to pull that up and then let it rest. Okay, I'm just setting it back down gently. I'm not pushing it back down so that I don't smear my paste, okay? Then it'll dry and then it'll be okay to dry and not mess up my rest of my design. This is black velvet. There are some little ants and watermelon seeds on this transfer that I want to get. And I'm going to actually do a few of them, and then I'm going to pull it up and push it back down. So I'll show you how that's done too. Okay, so that, and then we're just going to pull this up so that we get those, and then we'll put it back down, and we're just going to push back down on the parts that we pulled up that we haven't put paste on yet, okay? Then this one's going to be a little tricky, so I'm going to skip to the easier one over here first so that I can knock this one out. Hold on to my board. Okay, and you can comment sweet, okay, to get the link for this project, to get the cutout. The cutout doesn't come with anything. You can put anything that you want on it. This one would be really cute for that peach transfer too, okay? Or anything that you want on it, okay? It's like, I don't know, 18 inches long, I think, or 16 inches maybe, and 8 inches wide. I'm going to get this little seed up here too. There we go. All right, now we've got this one over here and that one. So I have cherry paste. I love this cherry paste so much. I have a little squeegee that I cut in half that I'm going to use here. Just to make it easier for me. Now, this part is going to be tricky, so be ready for a little challenge, but I have faith that you can do this. Okay, pull it up, set it back down. Okay, now we're going to go down here. We'll get this one with the green. Might as well do the cherry on this one, and then I can pull this one up. So don't forget, also, we do have the new patriotic stuff that just came out. Make sure that you grab that if you haven't already. Okay, and the new color of the month is out. It's a blue. I should have mine hopefully very soon. My order shipped today, so I'll be able to show it to you. Here we go. Now, this one's going to be scary, but we've got this. Now you could use other tools. The detail tool would be great here too, for an even smaller squeegee. But I do like getting these mini squeegees and cutting them in half. And if you've bought kits for me, you have tons of mini squeegees, because I send one with every one of my kits. So, hopefully you have some available. Oh my gosh, perfect. Now, push this back down. We're going to go again right here. Now, this is a little time consuming, so that's why I say you got to paste and peel, okay? Put down your paste, peel it up. You don't want to let this transfer sit with paste in it, because it will dry. And then you're going to be out of luck, okay? So don't let it dry in the transfer, or else it will pull up whenever you pull up that transfer. All right. And if you want to save money on chalk products, you can always sign up as my Perks member. I would love to have you. I do have some lovely Perks members. Y'all are some of the best people I've ever met. Or if you want to if you decide that you'd rather have 40% off, you can sign up as a designer. You don't actually have to sell anything, just to get a better discount. Okay. I'm loving this so far. This is so perfect. Yeah. I'm telling you what, I love cherry. This color is so great. And I don't even like red, y'all, but it is so good. I have a blanket on my lap, and it's getting warm in here, so. Okay, now, pull this up, and again, we're gonna, set it back down gently, and just push back down the ones that we haven't done yet. Ooh, these bigger ones are the easy ones. And I have a little idea. Hopefully it's going to work out. Some of my ideas, they're a little harebrained, okay? Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't. But hopefully the idea I have in my head is going to be great. Once we pull up this transfer. Okay, so stick around with me. Ooh. Alright. That was a little scary there. And hang out until I get done with this project so that you can see the end result. Alright, here we go. Okay. And then the cherry for the watermelon, y'all, this color is great. It's so good. It's in the cart link. Whenever you comment the keyword, you'll get the cart link. And if you're a Perks member or a designer, you can use that link and you'll save your either 30 or 40% off, whatever your discount is. I love this. I might cry. I love it so much. Okay. Oops, I missed a couple. Oops, let's come back and get those little seeds. There's a couple little ants here. Edge of a seed. Okay, now pull this up and we'll push it back down. So for the words, okay, we're gonna do this a little at a time, like line by line, I guess. So we're gonna do the oh so first, and we'll pull that up, and then we'll finish off this watermelon over here and the one over here on the right, and finish up the words. Okay, be a several part process here to get these words chalked, but it is just super important that you pull up as you go. Okay, this is turning out amazing. This color is perfect. I'm loving this so much. It does look pretty good, huh? I'm really pleased with this project so far. And I love watermelon, so alright, now I need my little rind. Okay, just like that. Let's pull up the side, set it back down. There's another little seed right here. Let's get that really quick. And we'll go ahead and pull it up. All right. Now we can carry on for the words. And I'm using a little bit more paste than I probably need. And I am trying to scrape it off. Or first scrape it and spread it. Okay. And then trying to scrape it up so that I don't leave a ton behind. Okay. I don't want to have a bunch of waste here. But I do love it when I don't have to go back to my jar a bunch of times to get more paste. It's always nice to be able to save it too and scrape it back in. Okay, now take this and peel up the words, put it back down. Y'all know the drill by now. You'll be hearing me say paste and peel in your nightmares. But hopefully that helps you whenever you go to do a project like this, and it'll help you to remember that, hey, let me peel this up as I go, and you'll have a perfect project every time. Okay. Now I'm trying to not go over the line too much, which is difficult. All right, there we go. This is perfection, I promise you. I'm loving it. Okay, now, yeah, this is Meadow. Sorry, I wasn't looking, obviously. Thank you, Deborah, for helping me. Meadow and Cherry. Cherry is the red. And then we're going to do another little thing that I thought of. Well, I saw somebody else do this transfer, and I thought, ooh, I wonder if I could recreate that. And I think I know how they did it. I hope. So we're going to give it a shot. Hopefully I don't screw it up. All right. And then a little bit of Meadow down here. There we go. Hey Marie, how are you? All right. There we go. Almost there. Okay, we have a couple big ones. Those are now my favorite. They're the least complicated of the bunch. Let me move this up there. And hold on to it so that it doesn't flop. All right, here we go. Oh, I love it. It's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and get this one too because I like things that are easy. And come back to the other ones that are a little more challenging. All right. Although this one, we don't even have to do the rind on this one really. So that's not terrible. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, there's not really, I can't really do the rind on there because it's hanging off the page. Okay, get these couple little, an ant and a seed. Perfect. And then we just have this one little rind right here. And just a tiny little bit of watermelon. Perfect. So I've peeled up this entire transfer now. So I'm going to just clean up my workspace really quickly so that I can close all my jars. Try to keep them from drying out. Look how much cherry paste I've used. This Meadow is brand new. It's super satisfying whenever I open a brand new jar. I love that. Ooh, red glitter on the words? Yes, I love that idea. Yeah, so I wish I would have thought of that because I could have used Shimmer Crimson or that other, what was it, Bite Me? Would have been great for this project. Okay, so look how good that looks. And I think that I don't need to, so what I was thinking is that I could take this lighter green paint and paint in between my watermelons, like on the lines on them, but I'm not comfortable doing that. So I'm going to just leave that to the professionals, okay? If you feel that you are confident enough to paint this, then do it. Or you could paint it before. I don't know if y'all saw the other night, I did a project where I actually traced the mermaid tail with a pencil. I traced through the silk screen on the transfer with the pencil first. And then I went and I painted the background. You could do that with all of these bigger watermelons. There's a piece of my hair stuck in this paste. So that's how this is going. Okay, well, that's fine. My hair is going to be forever fixed to this project, so. As it is with everything else. Yeah, so I'm going to just leave it. I don't want to mess this up because it will, I mean, it's perfect as is. I can't find anything wrong with it. Alright. Y'all, it's so stinking cute. Look how cute. I felt that piece of hair hanging. There it is. I swear, my hair's everywhere. Okay? Just everywhere. Oh. This is not wet, but it's not quite confident in the amount of dryness down here. Okay, so these are the little parts that we put on here. Okay, and so this is what I was thinking, just like part way down. Hot glue. Okay. You don't need a ton. Y'all, this is so dang cute. I can't stand it, hardly. Okay? So comment sweet on this post immediately because you need this. I mean, who doesn't want this in their life? I love it. Okay, now, this does come with a hanger too, a sawtooth hanger. I'm going to show you how this gets put together. So, we're going to flip it over. And so, there's two pieces to this. Okay, there's the actual sawtooth part. And then there's this piece. So we're going to glue on this piece first. Okay. And we'll just glue it right in the middle in the back. And then our sawtooth piece. And boom. You got it going on now. Okay. Hey Melanie, how are you, love? Welcome. Now you have a hanger that you just added right to the back, okay? And this is super cute. Let me know what you'll think. I hope you love it. I am really liking this one. Anywho, comment sweet on this post. Grab that link to go get the products from my chalk site and the cutout from my Etsy store. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow night. I hope you have a wonderful night and happy pre-Friday. See ya.